Starting with number 10. Independence Day, White House Explosion. Welcome to Earth. Will Smith's famous words from Independence Day still ring true with fans, but it's not just the memorable line that keeps us hooked. The practical effects in the film are nothing short of spectacular, especially the iconic explosion of the White House. The scene has become ingrained in the collective memory of moviegoers worldwide. In the film, the White House is obliterated by an alien spaceship. To achieve this spectacular destruction, the filmmakers employed a combination of practical effects and clever camera work. A 1/12th scale model of the White House was constructed. This detailed model allowed for a controlled explosion that sent flames and debris soaring into the sky. The result was a jaw-dropping visual that remains a part of cinematic history. Independence Day's explosion of the White House demonstrated the power of practical effects. It was a masterclass in precision, timing, and craftsmanship. It showed how combining real-world elements with a dash of film magic could result in unforgettable cinematic moments. Number 9. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Shape-Changing Terminator. Remember the first time you saw the T-1000's incredible transformation in Terminator 2, Judgment Day? It's difficult to believe that this film was released in 1991 because the CGI is still impressive today. The scene in which the liquid metal Terminator changes shape is an outstanding example of early computer-generated imagery. What's amazing is that this technology paved the way for the computer-generated effects that we now take for granted. The T-1000's seamless transition from walking through metal bars to reforming into its human disguise was revolutionary. CGI was in its infancy at the time, and director James Cameron took a risk by relying heavily on this new technology. The end result was a breathtaking visual sequence that redefined what was possible with computer-generated imagery, influencing the future of film special effects. Number 8. Titanic, Ship Cracking and Sinking. While Titanic is best known for its love story, it was also a cinematic masterpiece in terms of special effects. The tragic sinking of the ship has captivated our hearts for over 2 decades. We were there, witnessing the ship's heart-wrenching descent into the depths of the ocean, thanks to a combination of CGI and practical effects. The sheer magnitude of this undertaking is mind-boggling. James Cameron went to great lengths to recreate the sinking liner. A massive ship replica was built specifically for the sinking sequences. The end result was a cinematic marvel that captured the chaos and devastation of the ship sinking in a way never seen before on film. Number 7. Pan's Labyrinth, Faun and Pale Man Prosthetics. Pan's Labyrinth is a dark, enthralling fairy tale, and the practical effects used to bring its mystical creatures to life are a big part of its allure. The characters of the Faun and the Pale Man continue to haunt our dreams. Guillermo del Toro chose to use practical effects rather than CGI. The use of practical effects for these characters demonstrates del Toro's dedication to creating a tangible, immersive world. Doug Jones, the actor behind both creatures, underwent hours of prosthetic application and makeup to transform into the Faun and the Pale Man. The results were nothing short of astonishing. The intricate detailing and artistry that went into creating these characters elevated the film to a new level of visual storytelling. The Faun and the Pale Man became iconic figures in fantasy cinema. Their presence on screen was not only captivating but also genuinely unsettling. The fact that these characters were brought to life through practical effects rather than computer-generated imagery added an extra layer of authenticity to the film. Number 6. Inception, Hallway Dream Scene. The rotating hallway scene in Inception was a standout moment in the film's mind-bending journey through the dream world. Instead of relying on computer-generated trickery, director Christopher Nolan and his team created the disorienting effects of shifting gravity using a massive, functional rotating set.asa result. The sequence left viewers breathless. The combination of practical effects, incredible stunts, and top-notch cinematography made this scene unforgettable. Viewers were transported into the dream world as Joseph Gordon-Levitt navigated the rotating hallway, engaging in a gravity-defying battle. Number 5. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Blending animation and live action. The interaction between the animated characters and the real world was so convincing that viewers believed Toontown was a real place. The live-action footage was matched with the animated characters using motion control cameras, which could precisely replicate camera movements. Another important factor in the film's success was the hand-drawn animation. It wasn't just about putting animated characters in real-life situations. It was about convincingly interacting with the environment and the human characters. The film's ability to make us believe in the real-world existence of animated characters was nothing short of magical. Number 4. Star Wars Episode IV: A New Hope, The Trench Run. In an era before computer-generated imagery, CGI, filmmakers had to rely on practical effects and miniature models to bring the Battle of Yavin to life. The attention to detail in the miniature X-Wing fighters and Death Star was incredible. The models were placed in a darkened studio, and camera work and pyrotechnics were used to bring the epic space battle to life. The trench run scene is still an impressive example of how practical effects can withstand the test of time. The filmmaker's commitment to creating a realistic and visually stunning sequence without the use of CGI was astounding. Number 3. Lord of the Rings: Backgrounds and Forced Perspective Hobbit Height. Middle-earth was set against the breathtaking landscapes of New Zealand. CGI environments enabled the creation of vast battlefields, sweeping vistas, and towering mountains. The use of practical effects was critical in making the hobbits appear smaller than their human counterparts. The filmmakers employed forced perspective, a technique in which actors were placed at various distances from the camera to create the illusion of varying sizes. This astute use of practical effects added depth and dimension to the films, making the Hobbit's journey through Middle-earth even more enthralling. It created an authentic and immersive world, allowing us to believe in the existence of hobbits, elves, and orcs in ways never seen on screen before. Number 2. Scanners: Head Explosion. Scanners, a cult classic by David Cronenberg, is known for its visceral and gruesome effects. The most famous scene is without a doubt the head explosion. The head explosion scene is one of the most shocking and unforgettable scenes in film history. It demonstrates the power of practical effects in creating scenes that leave an impression on the audience. The use of latex, gelatin, and explosives to achieve this gruesome effect was a testament to the filmmaker's creativity and innovation. Number 1. Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol, Climbing Building. Tom Cruise's death-defying climb up the Burj Khalifa in Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol is the most iconic movie scene. What's truly amazing is that Cruise pulled off this daring stunt himself. He scaled the world's tallest building without the use of CGI or green screens, resulting in a breathtaking sequence that had us on the edge of our seats. The stunt's practicality added an extra layer of tension and excitement. We knew what we saw on screen was real, and that knowledge increased our sense of danger and excitement. Subscribe for more interesting topics. Bye.